Joining us again on the newsroom, I am Simisola Adigun. The Inspector General of Police, Usman Alkali Baba, has approached the Federal High Court in Abuja to file a motion to set aside the contempt proceeding and committal order issued by the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja on Tuesday, November 29, 2022. A statement by the Force Public Relations Officer, CSP Muyiwa Adejobi, said the IGP also affirmed that the contempt proceedings were served by substituted means in November 2018 and January 2019 respectively on the then Inspector General of Police and not on him as the incumbent. The Independent National Electoral Commission INEC on Thursday produced Form CF001 containing WAEC, GCE certificate and secondary school testimonial of Governor Ademola Adeleke of Osun State before the Osun Election Petitions Tribunal sitting in Oshogbo. The move was in compliance with the order of Justice Tatsie Kume, the tribunal chairman, on November 25. However, counsel to the petitioners, APC and Boyega Oyetola Lateef Fagbemi, after going through the two-page document, told the tribunal that the documents were not legible and could not be used to prosecute their case. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has declared 3,440 convictions on financial cybercrimes across the country from January to November 2022. This was made known on Thursday in Kano by the chairman, Abdul Rashid Bawa, while delivering a goodwill message to newsmen at the opening of a workshop on financial crimes reporting organized by the EFCC. The chairman, who was represented by the Kano Zonal Commander, Farouk Dongodaji, also added that the commission will work to ensure the enforcement of the Electoral Act as the 2023 general elections approach. A Hong Kong nurse has been jailed for 6 months for forging COVID-19 vaccination records to help 6 people circumvent government restrictions on entering certain premises early this year. Kwong Tong Court on Friday sentenced Carmen Ho Kaman and 3 others found to have conspired with her to frustrate the city's efforts in boosting inoculation rates amid a surging 5th wave of infections. Leader of the delegation to the ongoing second ordinary session of ECOWAS Parliament and Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Ahmed Idris Wase, says Nigeria has so far this year remitted $100 million to the ECOWAS Commission. Wase disclosed this at the presentation of Nigeria Country Report on Thursday. He added that the government was committed to fulfilling its financial obligations to ECOWAS and was making arrangements to pay up the balance for the year. Ukraine has announced it will move to place restrictions on the activities of Russian-linked religious organizations in the country, and security services will begin an investigation into a Moscow-linked branch of the Orthodox Church after a raid on a monastery last week. President Zelensky said the security services investigation will look into whether the Moscow branch of the church was entitled to operate at one of Ukraine's most hallowed sites, the Pershek Lavra complex in Kyiv. In sports, an Iranian man was shot dead by security forces after Iran's national team lost to the US and exited the World Cup as anti-government demonstrations took place inside and outside the stadium in Qatar and across Iran. According to human rights activist Mehran Sumak, 27, was shot dead after honking his car horn in Bandar Anzali, a city on Caspian Sea coast northwest of Tehran. Many Iranians had refused to support the national team, and after the match on Tuesday night, the contest between the two countries, which severed diplomatic ties more than 40 years ago, took place against a backdrop of violent repression in Iran after protests triggered by the death in custody of Mahsa Amini, a 22-year-old Kurdish woman, in September. That is on the newsroom at this time. Thank you for watching.